The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, can everybody hear me okay? This is James Renouf with Jeremy Kennedy and Luke. Can can you guys hear me? Can you give me a yes if you can?
You sound pretty good, man. You sound pretty good. How's everybody
Awesome.
doing tonight?
Awesome. Look at all those yeses. Um, Guys, we're so pleased to have you here tonight. We have a ton of people. This is probably the biggest training we've ever had. Just pouring in people from all over the world. Where are you coming from? Let us know. I know some people have already said they're coming from United States, UK, Israel, all Canada, Belgium, Ireland, Norway. Wow, you name it. Cyprus, Philippines. I can
Look
go.
at all these places.
Wow, all over the place, guys. All kinds of U.S. and Canada and all over the world. So we're just pumped to have you guys here. Our launch, Trafficker, as you know, has just been a resounding success. We're about to pass 3,000 sales. So thank you, first of all, for everybody that took part in that. And Instagram and traffic in general, this has been an Instagram has been an integral part of our traffic plans and what we've been doing for some time. And we wanted to bring Luke on tonight because he's been a big part of how we got into this. Jeremy, do you want to give a couple words, just what you've been doing and how Luke is part of that too?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just stumbled into Instagram by accident, and I found some of the stuff that Luke was doing and just kind of followed what he was doing. And I started getting results pretty quick. I was able to build up some Instagram accounts, and I'm one of those people that I really didn't get Instagram in the beginning. I didn't really understand the whole concept, but it was pretty easy once I figured it out, and it's so easy to get traffic and monetize with Instagram, and what Luke has is just awesome. And I just wanted to recommend it to the people that know me and that, you know, friends of mine and followers of mine. You got to check this stuff out. So
Awesome. So Luke's in Australia. So what time is it where you're at, Luke?
Awesome, mate. What's up, guys? It's 9 a.m. here in Australia right now. So Monday morning. So I am kind of in the future for everyone here, but it's a Monday morning here in Australia, and it's a beautiful day. So hopefully for everyone tomorrow morning, it will be the same for you guys as well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, and we have a couple people from Australia on the call today. So Luke, take it away. We wanted to get you on the call today. We've been working with you for some time, using your strategies, and we wanted to bring a lot of value because obviously this product is on Instagram and really taking it to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, for sure. Well, let me just get my webcam up for you guys because I like to be able for you guys to see me as long as my Australian internet connection is doing a good job. So give me 2 seconds here. Can everyone see me? Yeah, if you can, say hello in the box. I want to say hi to you all here right now. Want to see who can see me okay. I just put my webcam on now. So if you can see me, write yes in the box. If you can't, awesome. Everyone's coming in and saying hi, hello. What's up, guys? All right, awesome, guys. So my name is Luke McGuire. I live on a place called the Gold Coast, Queensland, here in Australia. However, over the past 2 years, I've kind of spent most of my time traveling around the world. And so instead of showing you a bunch of slides about everything, about my past and whatever, we're not going to stick too much on about me because this is about you guys. I'm here to come in here to provide you guys a bunch of value training here, showing you how you actually can make it big on Instagram, which is without a doubt my favorite social network to be on, guys. But before we do that, I'll give you a little bit of a overview of my little Instagram page here. So this is my private one, a personal one here that I use. You can see it's a lot of me traveling around the world, doing bits and pieces, having a bit of fun while doing it, and living a lifestyle 3 years ago I didn't think I could ever achieve, or I thought it would take a very long time to be able to achieve. So just so you guys know that I don't have some giant rags to riches stories, guys, that a lot of marketers seem to have, which is amazing. I've had quite an average upbringing. I've been average at everything. My parents have worked their butts off with me growing up to send me to a good school, to send me to a good university, although I paid for my university with a giant $100,000 uni debt. But through university, through school, I was never really good at anything. I was average at everything, but not very good at anything, I guess you could say. pretty much a C-grade student, just scraping by. Until when I finished university, I came across the social media world just as Facebook was taking off and MySpace was dying. And I went into the world of actually doing local marketing for local businesses, pitching them how to do Facebook marketing, as that was the first big one where businesses started to monetize online, right? And at that point of time, it was a bit of a hard pitch because everyone thought it was like MySpace. Facebook was just for kids, just like MySpace was. This was the mindset businesses had. They didn't understand why they needed to be on social media. Or on Facebook, you could say. So that was kind of the pitch back then. Now, fast forward to now, guys, everyone is on Facebook. Everyone knows that. Businesses see it as one of the biggest places to go to for leads, for sales, to build trust, to build that organic relationship, guys. And with Instagram now being the number one, what's considered the number one social network for under 25-year-olds, that's what's going to be coming up next. And that's why you are all in the most perfect position right now to jump on the trend that's already here, but not everyone is taking advantage of it yet. So Instagram is where it's at today. So today, what we're going to be doing is going over a couple of things here. So we'll run over what we're going to be going over today. I think I just repeated myself 3 times just then. I think I'm too excited for this. So one, just went over who I am basically there. Secondly, we're going to go over just some basic Instagram facts. Can you let me know in the comments here? Put a number 1 in the box if this is the first time you've really given Instagram a go. Put a number 2 in the box if you have Instagram but you don't really use it. And put a number 3 in the box if you constantly use Instagram, you love it, and you've come on here to see what else you can learn about Instagram, just so I can tailor this webinar accordingly. Okay, we've got lots of 1s and 2s here, which is what I would what I would normally see, which is really good, and that's probably the best place to be, because if you are either just jumping on Instagram or you have an account and you haven't done much with it, I can help you skip all the rubbish and the BS and the mistakes that I made and teach you the right way how to get your Instagram accounts booming. And it comes down to 3 key areas which we'll talk about in this webinar itself here. So we're going to go over some basics of Instagram, what Instagram is, really, really briefly, and why it is so powerful and important network to be on, guys. Next, we're then going to go over some beginner training. So when you get set up, what are the key things you need to do first? Then we're going to jump into the 3 key areas that I just mentioned to you guys, that if you nail these 3 key areas, you're going to have a turnkey business. And I'm going to go through each of those 3 key areas, which is going to be the main part of this webinar. Now, I'm also going to show you in these 3 key areas manual ways to do these processes, and I'm going to show you guys some automated solutions as well that I've created that allow you to automate these entire processes. Because again, growing up in school, I wasn't that good at anything, but the thing I found out that I was very good at was turning boring things that I hated doing myself into automated turnkey processes, which somehow has now made me the #1 vendor on JVZoo. We did over $5 million last year alone in sales, but at the end of the day, again, that doesn't matter what I've done, it matters what I can do for you, the audience, you, my friends, and I'm going to show you my customers later on as well that have had some huge results with this, just to show you guys that I'm actually, it's not just me that's doing well with this, it's my customers and my audience as well, and I hope you can take something from this as well and implement it right away. So then we're going to go over that. We're going to have a question and answer time. We'll probably give away some cash because I'm quite good at doing that. I've got a few little surprises here that James and Jeremy don't even know I've got planned for you guys here as well. So who's excited? Because I want to see if you guys are excited, because that makes me more excited. We can jump straight into this. James and Jeremy asked me to come all out on this webinar. Normally I would teach these, what I'm going to show you guys here in a couple of webinars, but we're going to combine it into one. We're going to get straight to the point, give you guys actionable content. Give me a hashtag crush it in the comments over here. Hashtag crush it if you guys are excited, because I want to see who's excited, because that makes me more excited. We've got Ian, Ray, Thomas, Samson, Shrinindi, sorry, I think I butchered that name. I'm sorry about that. Janice, Anthony, all right, you guys will keep going forever. If I kept on doing this, I know we would be here for days and we wouldn't get much content learning. So let's get started, guys. You guys have made me so happy on a Monday morning. It's going to be a good week. Steve says hashtag off the charts. Awesome, guys. All right, so getting it back over here. Here is a picture of me, first of all, in a t-shirt and a tie, which you will, not t-shirt, sorry, a shirt and tie, which you will rarely see ever. So that's probably the only picture you ever see me in that. Moving on. Let's quickly have a look at the top social networks here. Now, this screenshot's probably from about 6-7 months ago, so these are statistics would have raised. But this from Facebook released this saying 400 million users are on Instagram every single month, guys. 400 million. You know, when you get to these numbers of people that you see here on social media, it kind of just turns into a big number. But if you actually think of how many people that actually is on Instagram every single month, it is insane. And you know, people always say, well, why do I need to be on Instagram? Well, there's 400 million people or 400 million reasons why you need to be on Instagram, because they are the same people that are just on Facebook, that are just on all these different other social networks. But again, with it being the #1 social media, considered the most important social media channel for under 25-year-olds, it makes sense to be on Instagram, which is why you guys are in an amazing place. There's 95 million posts that go out every single day. 80% of those posts are outside of the USA. Then they also say, I found in another statistics here, that over 300 million people use it every single day. So even though there's that monthly active users, the majority of those people are on Instagram every single day. I'm addicted to Instagram right now, guys. I actually have been for the past couple of years. Now more so for a business sense than just having fun sense, but it's a very, very cool tool to be on, and I'm so excited for you guys to be here doing this as well. 4.2 billion likes go out every single day. 4.2 billion. Now that in itself, again, a ridiculously high number. That's how engaged the users are on Instagram, and I'll show you in a minute why Instagram has such a high engagement rate compared to any other social network whatsoever. We have 65% of the world's top 100 brands that use Instagram, and there's been a huge growth since 2010. We'll skip through these here because I like to go into real training, but I want real live demo training. I'm a bit of a live guy that likes to show training on the spot with real case studies, but I think it's important to show you guys the facts of Instagram first. Now, this is one of my favorite statistics ever, and it's been proven time and time and time again. Instagram users are 58 times more likely to engage with your content than users on Facebook. And 127, I think I've seen another statistic that I normally use 127, but here I've written 120 times more likely than on Twitter to engage with your content. Now, why is this? Who here, I want to see if anyone in the comments knows why this is. Why is it that Instagram would have a much higher engagement rate than Twitter and Instagram? And I want to see here who's engaged and who might actually have a click at that. Cool, that's some good answers here. Visual is easier, pictures are worth 1,000 words, mobile, visual, images, pictures. So they're really good answers, but I'll tell you what the key reason is. It's because Instagram, one, it is great because it is on mobile. Someone did say mobile. Visually, definitely a much more visual platform that is going to increase engagements, because on Facebook there's crap flying everywhere, ads, banners, Facebook videos, people going up, arguing about who knows what. It seems to be a constant argument.
We lost you, Luke. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Luke, you there?
You can hear me all right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll jump on webcam maybe. That might be able to.
Yeah, jump off webcam. You're too good looking to be. You know. I'm just watching.
Sorry, guys. Yes.
No.
You can hear me right now?
Yeah, I can. Just one thing I wanted to add to Luke. Instagram obviously is huge for a 25 crowd, but the fastest demographic right now that's exploding is 40 to 60-year-olds. So that's why I personally jumped on Instagram the last year or so, is because of that.
For sure. That's definitely the fact that I found when it comes to the fastest growing niche for sure. But the point I was making there was that for people that are under 25, it's considered the most actual important social network. So
Right.
while the older audiences are growing on Instagram way faster than the younger audiences are already on Instagram and consider it a more important social network than Facebook and whatnot. And I'm sure that's going to be the trend with the 40 to 60-year-olds as soon as they've actually embraced and engaged and jumped into it 100%. As you said, you just mentioned, you've seen such a big spike there as well, and a lot of our buyers are going to be in that age group, which is why it is growing at such a rapid rate, guys. So for sure. But you guys can hear me okay now. I've taken my webcam off. That should hopefully make things a bit easier here. I always say here in Australia that we can get a robot to Mars and get Wi-Fi reception there, but living in Australia, it's sometimes hard to get a solid internet connection. So we're all good to go now. So what I was saying here, when it comes to Instagram, guys, that the engagement on Instagram is so much higher because it doesn't Instagram doesn't limit your reach like Facebook does and like other social networks do. So as soon as someone's following you guys, what's going to happen is whenever you do a post, that post is going to end up in their newsfeed. It's not like Facebook where if you do a post on a fan page, so you have 1 million fans, maybe only 10,000 people will see it because Facebook wants you to pay to upgrade, to pay for ads to boost the update to a wider audience. On Instagram right now, guys, that isn't the same. Now, in saying that, a few people have been starting to say, oh, they've started to lower the reach, they've started to minimize everything, but from my personal experience, I'm consistently getting the same amount of likes, and they're exponentially increasing the faster I'm increasing my social fan base itself. Now, in saying that, you guys actually have to go out and be posting really engaging content, good content, and we'll talk about how to find that and how to do that here in this webinar. But the beauty of this is, like Tony says, there's no edge rank. You're not going to get sacrificed if you negatively if you post a non-engaging update versus a really positive update, kind of like you do on Facebook there. So let's jump over to the next slide here. So why do I need to be on Instagram? I'm sure James and Jeremy have covered this a few times already, but it's why I like to use Instagram for business. It's to inspire people visually about your brand story. Put a number 1 in the box if you are a visual person, if you like to see things in front of your eyes. I'm definitely a visual person. I've never been someone, and I've never been someone that can just read something. I prefer to actually read, see a visual of it, and it makes a lot more sense to me. Now, that's not everyone, but personally, I found that, and from the comments here, it looks like a lot of you guys are as well. And by the way, I'm looking through these comments because I'm going to give away some cash later to who the most engaged people are here as well. Instagram is just so beautifully simplistic, and it's the most personal of all the mobile platform social media apps that I've ever been on for sure. Instagram's doing some crazy things to take over Snapchat, to take over live video. They are going all in with this platform. And this is a tool that will allow you to supercharge your branding, and because photos can portray a whole new side of your business. Now, an example of this might be, for example, if I was a restaurant owner, people will say to me, if I'm a candidate,
We lost you again, Luke. I don't know if you can hear us. There you go. I can hear you again.
I can hear you fine.
Yep, go ahead.
I might just click out of Facebook here as well, even though I had some testimonials here for you guys, but you guys should be able to hear me okay now. So supercharging your branding and whatnot here as well. So we're going to jump over to the next slide here. It's a great place to showcase your personality of your brand, of your business, of your story, and really make that two-way connection. Guys, social media is all about connecting with your audience in a non-selling way. You're indirectly selling to them by building trust, building a relationship and building an organic friendship with them, so they're going to be with you for the long run. The days of the quick sell and a quick run are very fastly gone. I've never been one to do that or even have that mindset. Instagram allows you to build a very long-term relationship with your audience. A few other cool things about Instagram is that their ads right now are cheaper than ever. Tracking your engagements has never been so easy. There's a lot of new features and stuff rolling out when it comes to Instagram. So it's basically the tool you guys need to be on. So we talked about the organic reach there. How to market on Instagram. There's a few tips on here right now that you can have a look at here. I'll make sure I get you guys a copy of the slides after. We're not going to go through all of these here because I know Jeremy and James' course here goes through a lot of these different areas right now. So what I want to do is jump over to the big three. Now, I want you guys to write these down. These are the 3 key areas that you need to nail to ensure you are successful on Instagram. And if you do this right, guys, you will be able to automate a complete Instagram business, not just one, multiple, and always set and forget them by doing these 3 steps. So the first step is content. Content is king, everyone says. When people come to an Instagram page, the first thing you need to do is visually impact them and actually provide value to that user. So providing value to that user, that's what I say about any form of social media. Yes, we all want to make money, but money is always the byproduct of value. And by providing value content, that's the first step.
We lost you there, Luke, when you said first step.
Right.
There you go.
Do you want me to try to change my microphone over to my headset microphone?
Sure.
I'm using my blue one. Let me just give this a second and see what this. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. I changed microphones over, so hopefully that'll quicken things up a bit here for you guys. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm just closing as many things as I can, but I've got a few things here for you guys. So step 1, so you had me talk about content, is that right? Or is that where I cut out for you guys?
Yeah, right after you said content was key and it cut out right.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So content's key, guys. Step 2, traffic to your content. How are we going to get traffic coming to our actual Instagram page? So who here thinks that yes, content is great? I know I need to get content on my social page. But next, traffic. How do I get traffic to my actual page? This is someone's, well, a lot of people's biggest issue here is how do I actually get people coming to my social page itself? Write me in the box if that's you. If you're thinking, how do I even get this traffic? Some people say, yes, this is me, there's issues with traffic. Someone said shout out, that's a good option here, and I've got a nice little thing for everyone here regarding that soon. Traffic at low cost is key. Yes, of course. Awesome. You guys will get it here. Step 3, converting. So how do we then go ahead and convert? And second of all, what are we converting them to? Which is what I want to jump into here. We're going to start off with step 3 really quickly here, because if you need to know what your outcome is that you're trying to do with your actual Instagram account or any form of social media marketing, what are you trying to do? So let me just go to the next slide. So this is just a quick tip I want to share with you guys here. Everyone who gets started with Instagram, it surprises me how many people forget to put a link in their biography. There's one clickable link you can use in your Instagram account. There's no other hyperlinks you can use. This is where you want to do it. Mine over here, I've got a clickable link here. And I'm going to jump back here. And you can see that's a clickable link. So make sure whatever you're trying to do is going to be redirected from that link there. So I'm going to move over to the next slide. These are a few different ways you can actually go ahead and start using Instagram to make money. So you could do local marketing where you sign up local clients, automate their businesses by providing their content, driving the traffic like I'm about to teach you how to do. But like literally by the end of this webinar, you could copy what I say and what I show you guys here, and go and start to automate other people's businesses and have them pay you for doing this service. And I'm going to show you how you can do all of this with a very minimal amount of time. Affiliate marketing, guys. You can create a fan page on fitness.
Lost you, Luke, on the fan page for fitness.
All the way on the other side of the
So
camera.
what I was saying, guys, is yeah, but it's not normally never cuts out this much on GoToWebinar. If it happens again, I can probably jump out and jump back in. But let me just continue on from there. If I created an Instagram fan page, guys, and I wanted to then take an affiliate product related to fitness, chuck it in as an affiliate offer into my Instagram itself, then what I can do is convert them over to an affiliate sale where I actually send traffic to someone else's offer, make a commission for that sale, and then they deliver the product. It's as simple as that. Personal products or e-commerce, I know Jeremy's actually used this here, and he'll show how he's done that a bit later on as well in this webinar. So you can create a physical product here, go ahead and sell it online, and actually start banking from using e-commerce. E-commerce is huge on Instagram. And finally, email marketing is another example I put up here. Email marketing, so you're building your email list in a specific niche. And when you're doing that, you're building an asset. So no matter if Facebook shuts down, Instagram shuts down, no matter what, if anything ever happens to the world, if you've got an email list, that's your asset forever. So these are a few different ways you can go ahead and use Instagram to monetize your business. So that's step 3. But let's get started into the actionable content that you guys, I want you all to implement today. And if you're ready for that, chuck a number 1 in the box, because I'm going to go ahead. I'm sure I'm going to get billions of ones. So first of all, here's the question. How often should I post a day? 3 times a day, daily, weekly? I have no idea. Tell me, Luke. This is quite a common question I get asked. And I think to answer this really briefly and quickly, it's not how many times a day you should post, it's what is the value of the content you are posting going to be for your audience. So I personally like to post 1 piece of content on my business pages every single day, 1 to 2 pieces max, maybe 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. That is extremely high value to my audience. Now, you can obviously match your content with a comment when you post it to provide value in 2 different ways, a visual way and maybe a fitness tip or a cooking tip or whatever type of niche product you're selling on there is to build a nice trust with your audience there. So rather than thinking I need to post so many times a day, think about what content am I posting and how is it going to get me to my end goal. So we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you guys how you can actually find content that's highly engaged versus, and I'm going to show you how to automate this process as well. So let me just exit out of this. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Now I'll just run over a few things here of my actual businesses to show you the real proof of this actually working. So this is one of my teeth whitening strip companies that's called Kiss Strips, guys. And I got this on Instagram here. You can see my call to action links here, and you can see I'm constantly branding on my Instagram account. The color schemes here are perfect. They all tie in really, really nicely with my actual physical product. Now, content between testimonials, viral memes, pictures that just match really nicely, and my text associated to it relates to my brand. And you can see this actual account is themed. Now, one thing I want you guys all to do is theme your accounts when you get started, because it's going to make a huge difference when people come to your page and you get an impact like this, where it's very clean, very minimalist. In this case, you don't have to make it minimalist, obviously. I'll show you another example here. This is my local marketing company where she's created an Instagram account for her company, Market Moose. She's put a call to action here. She's also themed her account really nicely. She's got some funny memes and stuff that provide value. See, it's not always about selling, it's about building a relationship indirectly and then selling. You can see this is all themed really nice, and it goes over to a website here, which is also themed really nice and whatnot as well. Now, to find this type of content, actually let me show you one more example because I want to show you this company here in Australia called Frank Body. Let me just go because this company, this will show you the power of Instagram. These guys were a small coffee shop down in Melbourne in Australia. And I actually replicated this process of how they've themed their accounts, whatnot, as you can probably see on my other accounts. Now these guys worked at a coffee shop. They got the coffee grind, the leftover coffee grind, put it in little satchels, like this satchel here, and then started selling it on Instagram, and now they made $20 million in sales last year alone from Instagram, guys. $20 million a year. That's insane, right? Now you can see the package here and whatnot. This is just a tip on the side because I'm often like to jump onto little quick tip tangents. That product, if I typed in coffee scrub and body scrub, you can see here the coffee scrubs here, the same packet here, and they can chuck in a label and whatnot. That's what they've done. They've gone here and people are now replicating this and banking big on it, getting the same product from Alibaba, buying it in bulk, 50 cents to $4 a piece. You can always negotiate that stuff down and whatnot. But this is just one way that you can see the end result on Instagram, but people are buying it on Instagram because of the way it's branded, because of the way it looks, because of the engagement the content is getting. So you guys can get that idea. So how do I then find content that looks good like this, I guess? So what a manual way to do it is obviously just Googling Google Images. So I could go to Google, I could type in coffee memes, for example, and I could go ahead and grab some of this content, repost it onto my actual Instagram account, provide value here. I have to sync it across to my phone. I have to then size it correctly, make it look all good and whatnot, post it, which is a bit of a frustrating process. Now that's one way you can do it. You can go to different royalty-free sites as well and create your own content. You can take your own pictures, which I highly recommend doing as well. But how do you then actually do this for multiple accounts, let alone one account? Now I'm going to show you a solution I made here. I don't want you to go to the website for this or anything yet because I want to show you a few things first, because this is where it's going to start to really make sense and tick all the different keys in your head, so you'll see how this process gets put together. So again, how do I then go ahead and automate it so I can constantly find content quick, post it and schedule it to my accounts without having to sync it to my phone, sizing it correctly, make sure it all looks all good and whatnot. I created a tool here, guys, called Instamate. Now, this tool came out about a year ago, guys. The launch was about a year ago, and it's now the staple in the majority of Instagram marketers' businesses around the world. So what I want to show you guys here is a few things first. First of all, we have the Instagram Finder. So I wanted to type in tennis. I'm a big tennis player, and instantly it's going to pull every tennis account on Instagram with every tennis hashtag that's actually trending in seconds. Now, what I can do from there is, say I wanted to go to all about tennis for you. Let's see what this page is all about. It's going to go ahead and pull all of their content there. That's mainly reposted photos from around the world related to tennis. What I can then do then instantly is go ahead, I can download the photo, I can bookmark it to have a look at it later. I can then go ahead and post this photo, change their content over here to say, hey guys, if you love tennis, then make sure to hit the like button. I can then either post it now or I can schedule it for a later date. Now what this allows me to do is very, very quickly, let's do another example. Throw out some different keywords here, guys, because then I'll use your examples in here to show you how this works. What's your niche? Let me know your niches, guys. I'm going to go through a few different areas here. Dogs. First one was dogs. Let's type in dogs. Instantly pulls every single dog account here with every trending dog Instagram. So rather than going to a profile here, let's go over to the hashtag dogs of Insta. And you can start to see people up going, look at this one here. they've gone ahead and actually posted, this pulls every tag, hashtag word, dogs of Insta photo, and brings it together here. Now say what I wanted to do then is go ahead on my Facebook, on my Instagram page related to dogs, post this here, either post it now or schedule it for a later date, and it's going to post directly to my Instagram account without having to do anything else at all, guys. So you don't have to swipe on your phone for it to then post. It goes straight into Instagram itself directly, and it posts it for you automatically from our web-based software here. Let's do one more example here. Let's type in wine. Wine Life, someone's got a profile for. The wine, okay, I won't read that out loud. Moo Moo's Wine Bar and Grill and whatnot. Let's see what that wine, the little emoji wine is like on here. Hopefully it's not too many drunk people. And you can see, you can start to find content very, very quickly related to your niche. Or I could just type in anything like funny. It's going to find me funny videos, funny memes, funny anything I'm trying to do to provide value. Remember, for your niche, you don't always have to be providing content directly related to your niche. You can just provide value to your audience, which people love to see and engage with, guys. So I hope that makes sense to you. If it makes sense, chuck in the number 1. And again, don't go to this page yet because I've got something very cool for you guys here later on. Now, what we're going to go over here, there's a few other different things I can show you here. Trending shows us what's trending on Instagram right now. Sometimes it's stuff I don't even want to see. These are the top posts on Instagram right now. Like these teeth, I don't really want to see those. But for some reason, that's a trending topic according to Instagram. Now discover, say there's a direct competitor or a direct page that I know has content on it that I want to find. I want to get that content and repost it to my profile or reshare it across. This is what I can do here. I can type in the actual username directly and pull it across. So it's similar to what I was showing you before in the Instagram Finder. So what I then added into this tool is popular hashtags. So we're constantly updating what the world's most popular hashtags are for different niches. So let's go ahead and do an example here. Let's say I wanted to do something like, let's go to entertainment. And then I went over here to Instagram Finder. I typed in Nintendo. I'm then going to go ahead and let's go to and I'm going to randomly post something like this to my Instagram account right now for you guys with these hashtags here. So all my friends on Instagram right now are probably going to freak out, like, why is Luke posting this? I think I've got my Instagram account connected to this actual one here. But we're going to post this here. Oh, I probably did too many hashtags, guys. Let me get rid of that. Oh, it's posted fine for me then. No, and the rule on Instagram is you have 30 hashtags, so I must have been under that just there. Let me refresh this here. And there you go, guys. This weird Zelda picture I just posted to my account right now in seconds, right? So you can see that's being posted directly to my Instagram account. Nothing else to do. I mean, we'll come back to this photo a bit later on in this video, and we'll see how many likes we've then got over here on this. Now, a few other things. We can then go in and see our schedule posts that we've scheduled in advance, because imagine sitting down for 10 minutes scheduling the next week's content for your Instagram account, your client's account, or anyone's account really that you want to automate this process with. Set and forget it so you don't have to log in once more and have your content go out every single day. Content is often the biggest reason why people fail on social media and Instagram, because you have to be consistent with it. When you're not consistent, guys, that's when things start to drop off, your motivation drops off. This is a way where you can go in and automate this process, find it quickly. You can upload your own content here as well, guys. And this then allows you to any content you have on your computer, you can then edit it into here as well. Now there's a bunch of other stuff here as well. We've got a full training in here, a link local, which allows you to post affiliate links to Instagram, a bunch of other stuff. We have a VIP group with over 12,000 people. I'll show you that later because I want to show you real people's results with this. One other thing we've got added in here as well, let's just go type in fitness. We've got an image editor that's much better than Instagram's image editor itself. And we're going to move on from Instamate in a minute. I'm going to show you then how to then pull engagements, the best way to actually get people to see your content in a second, guys. But what I want to do, let me just go trending. I want to show you the image editor really, really quickly here. Now, say I like this picture here, but then I wanted to brand it a bit more to my account. I can hit the image editor here, and it's going to pull this piece of content over to my Instagram account. Sorry, over to the image editor here, where I can then go ahead and add in text. Remember guys, we only have one call to action link, clickable links. But what you can do, you can add in non-clickable links like visit here.com or whatever call to action you want to enter in here as well. You can add in your logo. You can watermark your content here through actual Instamate itself. Now again, I've seen a few things here in the comments about this as well. When you don't go to the website now to grab this now, because again, these are all upsells in a type of funnel that we have for this product itself. But if you did want to get this, I'm going to show you something a bit later on that's going to give you absolutely everything for nowhere near as what the investment is on the site. So don't worry about that for now, guys. So that's what you can start to do, and that's what I do for my Keystrips account. This is what I do. This is what my girlfriend does for her Market Moose site. This is what she does for her actual clients. She goes and automates all the content herself through Instamate, schedules it, sets and forgets it, and then waits, lets it post, and then she focuses purely on engaging. So guys, who thinks they would have, they'd be very easily be able to use that to find content, schedule it, edit it, add it to their account so content will never be an issue again. Write me in the box, write me. Anthony, Thomas, David, I will get to that question in the question and answer time. But no, quickly, put shortly. Thomas, David, Steve, Samson says makes sense. Awesome, guys. Yeah, everyone says they can do this. Now, yeah, awesome. I can see all the excitement here, guys. I appreciate that. I can see who's been commenting because that's going to keep me excited, and it's going to have me giving you guys actually over-deliver here, which is what I'm going to do with something I'll show you guys a bit later on in this webinar. But let's jump back over now. So we've got step one done of how do we then find content manually, how do we then go ahead and automate this process itself. So now what I want to do is go to step two. Let me get this up here. Step two is traffic to your content. Now this little strategy, I'm going to show you a manual way here right now to actually drive free content to your page. I'm also then going to show you how to automate it again, guys. So when you go ahead and you want to go onto Instagram, you might think, okay, I've got all this great content here now. It's all scheduled, it's all going out, but no one is seeing it. How do I get people to see it? Yes, I could pay for ads, but are they going to work? They're not only going to drive them to my page, they're going to drive them to a website. How do I get people to see my content? Well, the first way is hashtags, which we touched on there. The second way is what I'm going to show you guys right now, and this is also why I love Instagram so much. Now, let's just use me as an example first, and then we'll do a few other examples to show you guys a manual way to do this. The beautiful thing about Instagram, guys, is that you can actually go in and find your target market's followers, your competitors' followers, and you can find your target market instantly, unlike on Facebook. So say, for example, you are an internet marketer and you're trying to then go ahead and build not only traffic, but targeted, organic, interested, engaged target to your traffic to your offer. Well, you could come over here because, you know, I am an internet marketer. You could click on my followers here, and Instagram's going to let you see every single one of my followers. So you could come in here right now and start to follow people. You could then click on them. You could then, this person's in private, so you can't actually go any further than there, but you could follow them and then start to engage with the people that you know are going to be into that niche. Let's do a broader example. Say I was Nike, or Nike, depending where you're from in the world, the shoe brand, and then I wanted to go to Adidas or Adidas, again, wherever you're from in the world. I can click on their actual profile, and then I can then click on who their followers are. So the people who's going to be following Adidas, they're going to be passionate about their brand, about their clothing, about what they're doing. You can then go ahead and follow them from here. You can then click on these people, don't be private again, good. I can then go onto here. I can then start to add a comment again, or I can hit the little like button, and I can start to manually engage with my audience. So that's one way I can do it there. The other flip side is I could type in hashtag golf, for example. And let's use the little golf with the little golf flag next to it. Now, this is one thing I wanted to touch on quickly as well. When it comes to hashtags, it's always better to go one level deeper. So say I'm trying to build a golf brand, I would prefer to target golf swing or famous golf players rather than the word golf, because I'm sure if I hit that, that could come up with people that are either drunk and playing golf, that could come up with people or cars like the VW golf car, and you're going to be engaging and finding content that's not really related to a very passionate customer, because again, we're going for passionate, organic, engaged people that are passionate about the subject that we're doing. So you can see here Top Golf here. I don't know where that one is. I've been to the Top Golf in Vegas, so it's pretty cool. But you can then see here, I can start to go through these different profiles. This is through hashtags. I can like that photo. I can click out, come over here, and follow this person. And again, I'm doing this from my Luke McGuire account, so these people are going to be like, why is this weird Australian dude liking and commenting on my stuff? But you guys get the idea. These people are going to be engaged with this specific niche. So that's one way you can go out and actually start to build traffic. Because why? Well, when you go out on Instagram, people are like sheep, and that's in general, realistically, and that's not an insult. That's in saying that if I like 100 people's photos, a portion of those people are going to come back to my actual profile, back to my page, and then actually engage with my content then and there. Why? Because they've seen, they'll get a notification on their phone saying Luke McGuire or whatever your brand name is on Instagram has liked your photo, has followed you. They actually get the notification on their phone. It pops up on there saying, this person's liked your content. When they log into the app, it'll pop up saying, new comment. In their feed, it'll say Luke McGuire. They're constantly going to be hit with me in their face, engaging with their content, right? If I like a few of their photos, that's going to take up more real estate on their screen, guys. So what happens then is they might be like, okay, let's see who this actual person is, and I'm going to go back and then engage with their content as well. Now, I'm going to show you some real result-based proof of this in a minute on how this actually works, because I actually did this as an example. I did an example for this specific webinar in a second to show you this. But obviously, who here is thinking, okay, I understand this, it makes sense, I can go out and engage with different niches here. I can type in hashtag cars, and I can find content related to cars, and then I can engage with people that are related to cars. But I'm trying to run a business, and I can't be bothered to sit here all day liking and engaging and trying to do all this manually while I'm trying to run a business, while I'm trying to post and schedule content, even though I showed you guys how to automate that. Put me, write me in the actual box if you're thinking, okay, this makes sense. I understand if I like 1,000 photos, 200 people might like me back, but I don't want to like 1,000 photos, right? So we've got, yeah, James, David, Sharon, Janice, Caroline, Anthony, Ken, Tracy, Steve, Denise, Brandon. All right, cool. Yeah, see, that's the frustrating part. And that's what I came down to. I was paying multiple virtual assistants to go out and do this for me because it just simply works. It gets results, and it's free traffic that doesn't cost you a single dollar to do. That makes sense, right? So I'm going to show you guys here how I can then automate this process. So let's put this into the big picture again really quickly. We first got let me just get a Word document up. Actually, let me just jump over here to this. We first got our content. I showed you how to find content manually. You can sync it to your phone, you can take screenshots and do all this stuff manually, or you can use the tool that I showed you here as well. Now, step number 2, you've got all your content scheduled. You don't have to worry about content going out ever again, and you know it's going to be high value because you can see what it looks like next to each other and whatnot. That's all included there. That's all done. traffic. I showed you manually how you can then get this traffic by manually finding and engaging and driving traffic to your, not only your profile and your followers, but to your actual link in your biography as well. They'll come to your profile, they'll see your content. When they go, wow, this is really cool content, they'll either follow you, and they might even click on your link directly then and there. I'll show you how you can then drive them to the link later on as well once you've built more trust. But that makes sense. But we don't have time to manually do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is why I automated this solution as well, right? And someone here already has a solution. They say, I always feel guilty as if I should be working. In saying that, when you have tools that automate parts of your business that are very manual, that gives you time to spend on working on your business while these tools work in your business. Why be wasting time on things you can automate when you can, and then focus on scaling your business up rather than doing that manually itself? So I created this tool over here called Insta Easy here. So let me just log into this for you guys. So this is called Insta Easy. This is the most simple, ridiculously simple way to actually automate your Instagram engagements 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now, I've added in my account, Luke McGuire. And again, don't go to the links. I'm going to show you guys how you can get a month of this for free actually as well. So don't go to any links and don't go searching right now. Stay on this webinar and pay attention to this because this is really, really cool, guys. So right now, we are logged in as my personal profile. Let's go back to here so I can flip back and forward so you can see how this really does work together. So right now, I've got my little like button turned on and my little follow button turned on, and I've set it to beginner. Now, my Luke McGuire account right now is liking 430 photos a day and following 430 people every single day from my account without me doing anything. It's doing it for me in the background, guys. And I'm going to show you like how you actually do this. So right now, so today, I'd like to actually over that 490 pictures right now, and I followed 255 people today. So this isn't just liking anyone and everyone. This is following and liking content based on my target market here. So you can see here I've got golf as an example here that I must have thrown in there. I'm going to get rid of that. Tennis I'm going to get out of there for now. And then if I wanted to add in, someone said wine earlier. Let's add in wine. Now my Instagram account, Luke McGuire, is going to go out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and engage with the different content that are under these different hashtags here. Now we're just looking at hashtags. So say I went to the hashtag wine. Now, my Instagram account is going to start to engage by liking and following, which is what I have it set to, liking and following all of the content through here. Now these people are going to get a like and a follow from me, and people are then going to come back and start to engage with my content itself. Now my Instagram account has nothing to do with wine, so that makes no sense to have that in there, right? So I'm going to get rid of that. So you can follow based on hashtag, like based on hashtag. You can then follow recent followers from another profile. So as I showed you before, Adidas was a very generic example. I can add in Adidas, any of these Adidases, and it's going to be added in here. So now my Instagram account, Luke McGuire, is going to be following users of Adidas. Now let's flip that around for a second. Let's say I was an e-commerce brand. Say I went out and I replicated that coffee scrub product I showed you guys earlier, and I wanted to then go ahead and actually engage with the users of Frank Bod because my coffee scrub has a different competitive advantage. I know because they're following Frank Bod that they're going to be engaged with my content as well because I like coffee scrub. They've had results from it. They're following them. If I can give them a better deal on price, even though I always say never compete on price, but price, aesthetics, deals, bundles, whatever it is, add them in there, boom. My Instagram account, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's going to start to engage with the followers of that there as well. And then I can follow people who liked a recent profile's photo. So say if I wanted to go over here and I was a competitor to Kiss Strip, it's my teeth whitening brand, I could then go in here and my Instagram account will actually engage with the people that have liked this content. So they're going to be the really engaged users, right? So it makes sense there. We've recently added this feature in, and I haven't really told anyone about it as well. Say you were a local marketing business and you wanted to go out and you wanted to engage with users in a specific area. So say I wanted to go to a local nightclub and say on the Gold Coast here, say I wanted to have them, let's have in Gold Coast, which is where I live. Add that in there. My Instagram account now, my nightclub Instagram account, there's a nightclub here called Platinum, we'll use it as an example. Platinum nightclub is then going to engage with all the users on the Gold Coast, but I can take it further. There's one here called Sin City, a nightclub here called Sin City. 1 second. Sin City nightclub Gold Coast. Now, my Instagram account is going out and engaging 24/7 with the followers who have been to Sin City nightclub. Now, if that's not a direct target, engaging, perfect match, I don't know what is. You can then also take like pictures that are taken in specific places. So again, these aren't liking the actual venues of the competitors, they're liking the people that have been there or the followers of those places. So that's a really neat way. You can go out right now to a local surgeon, to a local law firm, to a local nightclub, to a local restaurant. Say, guys, I'm going to take over all of your Instagram marketing. I'm going to go ahead and actually do all of your posts for you. I'm going to automate your posts for the next month. We'll go on a monthly contract. I'll have your Instagram account engaging with your audience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I'm going to do everything for you, and you're going to see day one results because, again, you do see day one results with this process, and I'm going to show you that in a second here as well. Now, we've got a few other configurations in here, whatnot, like only like new pictures, minimum likes, maximum likes, whatnot. You can also unfollow, so say you followed too many people and you only want to unfollow people that haven't followed you back, for example. Just literally, it's as simple as doing that. And now it's unfollowing, like that easy to do. Put follow back on. But I want to show you this here. I stopped using it for the last week to show you when I hit start again the growth that I had. So on the 8th of this month, I think that's when I hit start again. And then you can see from the 8th now to the actual 19th, so that just 10 days, I've grown 600, is that 600? And about 500-600 followers from doing absolutely nothing. I actually have been so lazy with this one that on my personal account, because this is being run right now under my personal account, that I've grown 500 followers without posting any content, just from people coming, engaging with my content because I've engaged with theirs. So that makes sense, right? If that makes sense to you, let me know. I want to make sure that all makes sense to you guys right now. Srinindi says, holy smokes, Batman. Yes, 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 yes. Cool, cool, cool. All right, all makes sense to you guys, all right? We've got, Rob says here, Rob says he's got this tool here and says he gets him 150 followers a day. Awesome. So far, so good, right? So now that all makes sense to you guys right now. So what I'm actually going to do here is that these two products, they've come out, they've launched, they used to be launch week bonuses and whatnot, but before I actually jump into that, Jeremy, are you there? Because I know Jeremy has been using this tool and this method himself, and I want him just to share what he's actually done really quickly, and then I'll jump into some other really cool things here with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, I've been using it, and that's how I first come to know about Luke, is I started using the software, and I started doing it the manual way, just following people and liking their posts and whatnot, like he said, and it actually works pretty quick just doing it manually. And I built about 2,000 followers in the survival niche, doing it manually, and then I started using Insta and built it up another three, almost 4,000 followers. I've got about 5,600 followers now, and basically all I did was set up a simple Shopify store. I found a couple real cheap products like credit card folding knives and things like that on AliExpress, and sold those really cheap products, and turned a decent profit. So I made several $100 within the first probably 2-3 weeks, and then I made over $1,000 with it so far. And I've actually grown 3 other accounts in 3 different niches with this software, and it really does work. And that's why I wanted to bring Luke out here tonight, because this is a tool that I've been using for months now, and it's getting great results for everybody that I know is using it.
Yeah, for sure. No, thanks for that, Jeremy, and appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, as you can see in this webinar, I'm always about showing the manual way of doing things and then showing you how you then automate it. Because at the end of the day, if you can't do something manually, then when I see these tools coming out all the time and promising the world, and they always under-deliver, I think, okay, back to fundamentals. How would this be done manually, and would I get results from doing that? And that's why I really wanted to share with you guys that that's something there that we put together there. That if you can put the pieces together, it simply makes sense. And that goes back to the section here saying, 1, content, constant content that is high value. 2, traffic to your content. That builds the trust. Then once you've got them as followers, every time you do a post, it's going to their feed. They are going to see that content. They are going to trust you more. They are then the strategies on how to send them to your actual link and buy from there. But we're not going to cover that deep into this webinar here, because we're at a webinar now, and there's a few other key things I want to share with you here. And then finally, converting them across, and I showed you a few different methods that you can use, from affiliate marketing to local marketing to e-commerce to creating your own product and whatnot. There's a bunch of different ways there. So Dennis says, how long did it take you to start to gain new followers since you started using the software? Guys, if you have content on your page, you will start to build a following from day one. I know that's a big call to make, but I have a guarantee with that if you have content, at least 10 photos that are related to your niche, and your actual Insta Easy account over here is set up and engaged accordingly, then it would go across there. Now, what I'm going to do, because it's been an hour here now, I have actually done something very, very special here. I'm going to show you something right now that I've bundled these tools together. So if you guys would be interested, would you guys be interested in seeing a bundled deal here where I'm going to give you absolutely everything in both? So you're going to get everything inside of Instamate itself. Let me just get back to here so I can show you what you actually get again. Everything, every upsell, like guys, the funnel of Instamate itself is over $500. I'm not going to charge anywhere near that, guys, but I'm going to show you get everything here, every single upsell, all the training. You get 30 keys, so you can actually use this for 30 different Instagram accounts, or give them out to your clients, whatever you want to do. You get full access, 0 upsells, guys. Jumping over to Insta Easy, I'm going to give you 1 month here with Insta Easy, and then our launch week deal, because launch finished over 5 months ago, guys. And I'm going to allow you to have 3 Instagram accounts inside of Insta Easy here, 1 month free completely with it here as well. I'm going to give you access to our VIP groups, which I haven't even shown you guys yet. Let me show you that really quickly now. Because in Instamate itself, we actually have over 12,000 members in our VIP group itself, and this is over a year now. We have over 170 comments on certain things, and we're constantly doing upgrades to all of our tools, because again, we're in here for the long haul, not the short haul, right, guys? So you can see this launched over a year ago now, and we're still making huge developments here as well. Same with Insta Easy. We're a very, very big community. So I want you guys to write #yes if you're interested in a bundle deal of these two together that have never been done, absolutely 0 upsells. #yes, we've got heaps of #yes. All right, guys, so what I'm going to actually do right now to sweeten the pot, because there's so many here right now, before we jump into what I'm going to show you guys, I want to actually give you guys the chance now. If you pick this up right now, for the first 30 people to pick this up right now, I'm going to actually upgrade you instantly to Instamate 2.0 guys right here. So we're going to see how fast these goes in a second. But before we do this, I'm going to show you what you get in Instamate 2.0. This is our upgraded version where actually I've included everything that's come out of Instamate 1.0. And actually, you know what, just to be fair, I'm going to ensure that everyone who picks this up gets Instamate 2.0 for free. No extra cost, everyone's going to get this. So we haven't actually fully released this yet, but it's very similar in a lot of our key features. So I can type in tennis, for example. You can then go ahead and direct message your actual potential clients from here. You can click on their actual pages, find their content, do everything you could do before. So you can do everything like that. You can actually comment through Instamate itself rather than the site over there. We've got our inboxing, so you can go ahead and actually check your direct message inboxes, have a full conversation in here as well. Our popular tags, posting videos. We actually go ahead. Let me show you something really cool in here. And this is actually the first time I've actually shown anyone the inside of this. So you guys are the first, over my customers as well. No one's actually seen this. So I just thought I would just throw this in here as a nice little quick thing to show you guys. So if I want to repost, I can post this photo to my Instagram story, guys. We haven't talked much about Instagram stories in this webinar, but it's something that's taking over Snapchat. Post to your Instagram story. You can add your hashtags as the first comment rather than the captions. Lots of stuff like that. Now, that's going to be actually, I said it was just going to be for the first 30. I'm going to give that to anyone who picks up this bundle deal right now. And then finally, what I'm going to do is give you all, actually, we'll make this the fast action bonus. The first 30 people that jump in right now are going to get access for free to my influencer marketing network that's just about to come out. It's where you can come in here and find Instagram influencers. I know Jeremy and James have done some training on some other sites. This is going to be the biggest game changer when it comes to influencer marketing. You can find your jobs, start hiring Instagram influencer. I can manage it here. I can see if the post has been done. I can negotiate back and forth deals. I can do everything in here. So people will come to you to promote your job offer, and you can also find brands to do that as well. So how much do you guys think this would, how much would you say this whole bundle would be together with no upsells, everything put together, everyone in right now? How much would you say this is worth? Theron says $4.99. I want to just generally get the idea of what you guys think, because I've done something here that I've never done before. You get the upgrades to Instamate. You get absolutely everything inside of InstaEasy, all the VIP trainings. Everyone's saying $4.99, $9.97, around $500. Too much for me probably. Guys, I'm ensuring that this is something that everyone can afford and get into right now. And if you're serious about Instagram, this is going to be for you. So I'm going to chuck the link in the description for you guys here. And this is going to be a wide deal that this is actually going to have true scarcity on it. We're not going to leave this open forever. Now let me just chuck that in here. Instamate. And I'm going to send this to everyone here. That's been sent there. It's everyone. I'm going to send it down the bottom here. And so we're going to jump over here. Just one payment of $247 is going to give you the full funnel package of Instamate itself with the upgrade to 2.0, which if you guys want to be upgraded to that today, we can do that and you'll be the first people into that outside of our beta testers. I'm also going to give you 1 month free of InstaEasy here, and I'm going to give you the launch week deal as well, where it's just $47 a month after that if you want to continue there as well. Again, we're going to give you 3 accounts, so not just one. You can add in 3 accounts to InstaEasy here and have them all engaged 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, the reason why we have a recurring fee on that part is because we actually rent IP addresses for every single person that signs up with a new Instagram account there. Because I don't want, if some guy decides to go out and start posting naked pictures of, I don't know, Justin Bieber or something weird, I don't want that person to get banned and have any other Instagram account on that IP address get banned as well. So we have covered all blocks here, and we're going to give you the full funnel to Instamate and InstaEasy with all of our training. Now that's not all here. This is what you're going to get. You can see here, this should say 497. My JV manager messed that up. Sorry about that. full lifetime access to everything in Instamate with every single OTO. Insta Easy full access with 3 accounts, unlimited with all of our training. You're going to get upgraded to 2.0 of Instamate today for free, guys. Insta Famous, I'm going to give for the first 30 people here, which is going to be our influencer network. That is going to be given to you guys for free, and we're just about to launch that itself. You're going to get access as well to my weekly Wednesday webinar series. Now, this is pure value training. If you enjoyed this actual training here today, then this is what we do. With every single week on a Wednesday, there's no pitching. It's me coming in, sitting down with you guys, engaging with you all, and actually providing pure value on what you guys want to know and what I'm also doing in my business right now. And again, all launch bonuses from our actual launch week itself will be delivered to you guys when you pick this up right now. So what I want to do now is literally just welcome the people who are in. If you're in, write hashtag I'm in, because this gets me excited, and this is what gets people results when it comes to Instagram. And if you guys are in this together, if you guys are in Instagram, this is what you need to be doing. Boom. I want to welcome you guys in, because again, this is sometimes a big step when you jump into something that's a little bit higher priced, but at the end of the day, this can be, when people buy this through the funnel, it's over $800 if they wanted to buy the funnels for both of them, right? So this is a very exclusive deal for James and Jeremy's audience only.
Luke, I just want to say thank you too for this audience, this presentation being the first group of people on the new version. So that's really cool that they can be literally the first people. That's amazing.
For sure, man, for sure. And that's, that's what I wanted to do here today. That's why I didn't tell you about that upgrade yet, because it's literally, it's been about 7 months in the works. You can see here, I'll jump back over here really quick. I'm constantly implementing what people want to do. You can see here the results from this one update: 172 likes, 53 comments. I've got testimonials for days from this tool itself, because it gets real people results, and it's never made business on Instagram so much easy, never so easy. So again, let's just run over quickly how this is going to affect your business, you personally, and how it's going to take all the hard work out of it for you. Because again, this is about making you money, and that's what my whole goal is in life, is to help people provide value and then turn that into an income online. Now, one, Instamate is going to go ahead and grab all of your content for you, schedule it, post it, make it look stunning on your Instagram profile, and multiple others as well, because again, you get 30 account keys. So if you wanted to do 30 accounts, you could do 30 accounts with Instamate here, because I'm giving you that upsell there, which is $297 alone inside of Instamate. Now, number two, traffic to your website. You've got all your beautiful content there. How do you then go ahead and get people to come to your site? Well, Insta Easy itself, chuck in your account. You can add in 3 accounts here. Come down to the bottom here, and you can see real results every single day, how your Instagram account is growing on autopilot. You can just add in as many as you need to there. You get 3 in this bundle here itself. You get the upgrade to Insta Famous for the first 30 here. You also get the upgrade to our actual Instamate 2.0 here. And we've really gone ahead and thought about how this is going to look. So we've got the ability to even preview your grid to see how this photo is going to look like next to your other photos, so you can really start to theme what your account is going to look like, guys. So that's a free upgrade, and this is being launched in about 3 weeks' time, Instamate 2.0. So if you don't get this bundle now, it's going to cost a lot more to actually do this during launch week itself. So again, right now, it's $247 right now, and you get Instamate for life. You get a free month of Insta Easy there with 3 accounts with all upsells included. The only actual ongoing fee there is going to be the investment to continue with that Insta Easy license. But again, we cover 2 of those 3 IPs for you for life or for the duration of that there. And you can cancel that part anytime you want. There's no lock-ins or anything like that. I'm a very transparent guy here, so I want to make sure you guys know that as well.
And guys, just if you don't have that link again, it's instamate.com/VIP bundle. Can you type that in?
Yeah, I'm typing back in again down the bottom here for you guys. So I'm going to put that down here. And I'm going to actually, let me just chuck it over to a Word document as well, so I can get that up in a big text for you guys, because I want to make sure
And we're almost out of the bonuses. So if you guys, and I think we have like 7 bonuses left.
Yeah. I haven't even had a look. I've been rambling and talking, so thanks for checking that for me. Let me just get this up for you guys here on a Word document. And I want to just go over one thing with you guys here that I think is going to resonate with a lot of people, whether you pick this up or not. So one second.
And I just wanted to mention real quick about Dennis asked, how fast did you get followers when you first started using this? And I just want to stress that this actually, it works really, really fast. Like I had, it's like 150 to 300 followers a day that I was gaining on a daily basis from day one. Like, so day one, I got over 100 followers. So it literally works that fast, and every time that I've used it, for each account that I've used it for, I've got the same results, and so it happens really, really quickly, and so I just wanted to kind of put that out there and get that.
For sure. And let me just check my webcam. I might just try to check my webcam on for a second. Can you guys hear me still all right? You can hear me all right, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, cool. Well, let me shut my webcam on for a second because I just like to look at people when I'm actually talking, especially about stuff like this that I'm very, very passionate about, guys. And if I do cut out, let me know and I'll turn my webcam back off again, guys. But when it comes to Instagram marketing, those 3 key areas are what you need to be doing to ensure you have a successful Instagram business. Now, the tools I've given you here have solved the biggest hurdles that take out all the hard, boring, and monotonous work to get you guys free traffic. Again, it's free. You don't pay for this traffic. It's free traffic coming to your pages every single day. This is something that you just don't see in any businesses. You see these products saying get 1 billion followers overnight and all this rubbish, and it's just not true because it's not real, it's not organic, it's just lies. But you can see here, guys, this process simply works, and I guarantee you get day 1 followers if you have good content on your page. If you have content on your page, right, it's funny, a lot of people just hit start on Insta Easy and then they're not getting followers. They might get a couple, but they have no photos on their page. So don't worry, there's a full training that I give you guys. I have full training videos and everything that actually upsells in these products, but you get them all as well. You get absolutely everything in here. And what I want to ask you guys is, you picked up an Instagram tool, you know you want to be involved in it, but if you're not going to do this, then what is it that you are going to do? Are you going to sit around and find content manually, post it manually, engage manually? Yes, you can do that for sure. But what I want to say to you is that going to be the best value of your time? Because that's one thing I used to do myself, is I didn't value my time higher as much as I really should have. Because it got to a point in my business where I was doing so much manual stuff everywhere that I wasn't focusing on really exploding my business. That's why I started to employ teams around me to work inside of my business while I work on my business. Now, these tools are going to work inside your business by, rather than you scheduling content and finding content and having manually do it all, it does it for you. Rather than liking 1,000 photos a day and wanting to throw your phone away and having a broken thumb from hitting so many like buttons, this does it for you guys. If you want to unfollow the people that you don't like, this does it for you. If you need training, I'm there for the training. I'm there in the VIP group. I'm there to hold you guys accountable. What I want you guys to know as well is that, yes, this is $247 right now, but people have been asking me to make this into a high-ticket offer, bundle this together, make it $997, $1497. A lot of my marketing friends are in that high space, and they actually won't promote this tool because they say it's too low priced, and they'd rather sell a much higher price to their audience there, because that's where they're conditioned to being. Now, guys, this is something that you can have this one chance right now to jump into this here. I'm not leaving this open. We're closing down Instamate 1 very soon, and for sales-wise, and we're going to be releasing Instamate 2, which is going to be a lot more expensive of an investment, still an insanely good investment, but then what you guys will get here in this bundle itself now. We're going to upgrade you guys today if you want to be upgraded there. You're going to get an email saying with access to Insta Easy right away, and then we're going to grab this actual audience here and bulk add you into Instamate after this webinar itself here, because again, this is just for Jeremy and James. I haven't done this for anyone ever. And I said to you before, no one's seen the inside of Instamate 2 because this is the first time for James and Jeremy. So you guys should be, I'm sure you are very thankful that you were with such good mentors and people that follow here, because at the end of the day, there are a lot of people in this industry that are here to fluff around and make money for themselves and and they can't actually back up what they've done for their customers, or they can't even show them proof themselves of what they're actually teaching, which absolutely sucks. And I know James and Jeremy are not like that at all, so you guys are in very, very good hands. So what I want to do now is one more time, let me know if you're in, hashtag I'm in. I want to ensure, I know you said there's 7 bonuses before, I'm sure we're almost done there, but I want to say to you guys, if you're not going to do this, what are you going to do? Because don't be in that, one thing I can say, don't be in that scarcity mindset. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. I'll tell you my turning point in my life, I had to sell my car. I sold my car, I sold everything I had, invested it all in my business to have the biggest marketers I knew in the industry at the time teach me how to create products from scratch, teach me how to solve problems, teach me how to do sales pages, and I was all in. I was completely invested, and that completely changed my industry and my life from a small, what I now see as a small investment, but then it was the scariest thing I ever did in my whole life. This year for 247, guys, one time for Instamate, and then the ongoing cancel anytime monthly 47 for Insta Easy, guys, plus a month free of that as well, by the way. No upsells, the whole funnel is included. This is something, if you're on the fence right now, you're thinking, yes, I see this makes sense, do it, because it will make sense. It will help you. You'll see results today. You'll be able to cut the rubbish, and you bought an Instagram service, so why not be dedicated to one area? I know all the time that my audience can get focused around all these different shiny objects, all these different areas. Why do that when you can focus on one strategy? I showed you guys this strategy. I'm sure you saw just then how that all makes sense. So now it's your turn to take the lead and do it. So let me know in the comments again if you're in. I want to welcome you all one more time. Brandon, Janice, Tracy, Ian, Gail, Tricia, Beverly, Barbara, Godsave, Kevin, David, Anthony, so Anthony, you just said you only got an Insta Easy confirmation after purchase. Yeah, we're going to be adding you in as a bulk email add-in for Instamate directly after this webinar as well. I got my team on standby. We have an amazing support team as well, because again, support is everything when it comes to a product. So any actual issues, if you ever face any, let me know. I'm also very contactable and reachable in the group, so don't worry, we'll get you in there as well. So let me know if you have any questions right now, because I want to get anyone that's on the fence. If you're on the fence, let me know. Jag says, I've already got Instamate. Do we get the free upgrade? Yes, you will. I'll ensure you get the free upgrade because you're here on this webinar right now. Sharon says she's in. Welcome in. Welcome to be here.
Thanks, guys. A lot of people picking this up. You know, this is awesome stuff. You know, especially too with your we haven't really touched on it much, but your marketplace there, Luke. You know, that just goes right with what we were training in what we call Traffikar, where it had you know, shout outs. So to have access to that marketplace is pretty cool too.
Exactly right, and you know, shout outs have been one of the biggest things ever. Like, I mean, I can probably show you here. This is one of my e-commerce products that I teach in my training. I got this off Alibaba. It's called, these are my Kiss Strip teeth whitenings. Little teeth whitening things. Little thing on the back here. Some really cheeky, like, words on it, like kiss me, strip me, pause, love me, weird things like that. But they're teeth whitening strips. And I got that from AliExpress, Alibaba, sell it on Instagram, have Insta Easy, do the work by driving the traffic, and it starts to make sales for free with free traffic that it's pulling to my page. Now, I've seen one thing here. Someone says, I'm not going to say the name of the product, but they say, would this be the same kind of program as something, I don't even call it a competitor, right? There is the odd tool out there that, one, is definitely more expensive. Two, it's just dodgy and not safe, and it's just ridiculous. Long story short, I told you before how we give everyone their own IP address. Just like if you're in your home, if you're on Instagram and your home Wi-Fi, you're on an IP address. You might have 3 people, 5 people in your family. That could be 20 Instagram accounts in your family on one IP address. When it comes to some of these tools out there, they've got thousands of people's Instagram accounts on their one cloud, website IP address, which is not allowed by Instagram, and everyone's going to get banned on those services. So I really get frustrated when I see those tools out there that are hurting people's businesses and putting people at risk for their own monetary gain. So I'll tell you right now, we are not like that. You get your own IP address. With Instamate, we have it so you post from your actual own home IP address, so the same one that you're on right now watching this, guys. No one else in the industry has ever been able to do that, so that's what we do here for you guys. So I want to make sure that's very clear. So I'm going to go over a few other questions here. Christopher, if you already have Instamate, yes, because you're on this webinar, I will definitely look after you as well, because again, it's a big team effort here, so I want to look after everyone. Do you think this would be good as a multi-level marketer? So let's take this to a broader example here. Is Instagram good for a multi-level marketer? That's it. That's very similar to saying, is it good for e-commerce? Is it good for local marketing? Yes, the same people that are in MLMs, the same people that buy dog costumes on e-commerce sites, the same people that go out and buy weight loss teas, they are all on Instagram. They're all on Facebook. They're on these different social networks. But because Instagram allows you to go out and find your actual target market and then actually physically engage with them for free, you don't have to pay to engage with them, that's why it's such a good marketplace no matter what niche you're in. Because again, your competitors are on there, your target market's on there in hashtags. You can find them like that and have Insta-easy go out and like content all day, every single day there. So that's the quick answer for that one there. Anita, yes, that is correct, and you can cancel that whenever you need to, if you do want to, but you'll see, once you, with Insta-easy, you'll start to get growth. Again, you can add in 3 accounts. I'm giving you a 3-for-1 deal here when you pick this up as well, and that will actually go ahead and you can automate 3 accounts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, shut everything down. It can be yours, it can be your clients, it can be your sisters, you can make a dog fan page, whatever it is you're wanting to do. It could be your personal one, a passion project, and your business one if you wanted to do it, right? So I'm just going to go through a few other questions here. Good one here by Chess. This is what I really do like to address. Are there any concerns with TOS, in terms of service? Now this, when every other tool in the marketplace comes down, they absolutely just, well, I can't say everyone, but everyone I see that I get very frustrated about do break a lot of TOSs. Now, Instamate does not, guys. Our tools do not, because we work directly with Instagram itself, guys. We work directly with Instagram itself. So when your content's posted, it's posted through Instagram. It's not going through some weird back-end hack thing that people do. My developers, they worked for Microsoft. I pulled them over. I said, I'm going to hire you guys full-time. Let's find the best way to do this that's completely safe, that completely works with Instagram. They basically emulate this, if you want to know the little nerdy background side of it. We actually go through the Android system, so rather than Apple iOS, we go through Android. It opens Instagram, it posts through Instagram, the app itself, guys, through your own IP address from home. So yes, it is completely fine. Now, one other thing there, some other tools out there that do things like auto-commenting. Never, ever, ever do auto-commenting if you use any of these other tools. 1, it's the biggest way you can get banned. 2, when you auto-comment, you don't know what you're commenting on. I'm a big believer, and I always test everything on the market before I ever recommend anything, right? Just like Jeremy and James do here as well. When it comes to auto-commenting, I once tried a tool that did that on. It was a generic comment. It was like, I love this picture, can't wait to see more. And it was on a hashtag Throwback Thursday, TBT it was called, right? And it was a picture of this car crash where this guy broke his back. He was okay, thank goodness. But my auto comment said, wow, love this picture, can't wait to see more, which is completely wrong, right? And this person goes, are you kidding me? I just broke my back in this. And I responded to him saying, I'm so sorry. It was a tool that did no comment. Please forgive me. And they were fine with that. They understood. But never, ever, ever auto-comment, because a lot of people get spam commented, they get banned. Don't do auto-comment. That's why we don't offer that feature in anything, because 1, it's against TOS. 2, you can get banned, and 3, you don't know what the hell you're commenting on. Sharon says, this seems to have a much shorter learning curve than on Facebook. I'm starting from 0, and we'll be able to get going much quicker now. Yes, guys, I cut the BS. I want to get you guys straight to the point. We get straight to the end of it here. A, B, C, D equals E is my strategy. There's no point fluffing around, and this is what I wanted to come show you guys in this webinar, whether you do this automatically or manually. So I'm going to jump back over to the actual sales page quickly, and then give you guys one last chance here to jump into it. I can hang around for any questions you guys have for sure. But again, the site is instamate.com/VIP bundle. It's in the chat box below. How long is this offer available for? Well, guys, I'll speak to James and Jeremy after this. It's not going to be available for long, guys. This is for people that are ready to take action now. I'll leave it open maybe for the rest. We'll speak to James and Jeremy, but it's not going to be open for long, especially since Instamate 2.0 is coming out, and also because this is an odd offer only for Jeremy and James right now. No one else has access to this. So, yeah. Can you see now the questions?
Well, that's the thing too. This is a bundle. Like this has never been offered before. That's why we had Luke come on to get both of these together, because the power of these things together is incredible. And the fact that you're going to get Instamate 2.0 before the general public, which is going to be at a much higher price, that's really what makes just the value in the offer itself is incredible. And I've run with this, and Jeremy especially has, been using this for some time and has built massive audiences. So we know that this works. I mean, Luke has had tremendous success. People have some crazy success with this. So guys, if you haven't, if you're still on the fence, jump on.
Yeah, well, let me know. If you're on the fence, jump on it, because first of all, you'll jump on it, and I'm going to hold you accountable, because that's one of the biggest things that people say to me, that they go, wow, Luke, you actually hold me accountable. You actually don't let me go out and buy every tool under the sun, because you keep me focused, and everything has to have a purpose, right? It's great to have lots of tools and lots of things that do bits and pieces for your website here and pop-ups there and this little tool here, but where's the strategy? How does it all connect? How do you put the pieces together? I showed you guys a simple 3-step strategy that makes 100% complete sense. I'm sure you can all agree with that. And that's what I constantly do. I like to cut the BS, teach you guys what actually works. And David here, I see, has a question, says, can I switch in and out my accounts? Yes, you can do that. So say you add in 3 Insta-Easy accounts or Instamate accounts, and you don't want to stop engaging with one of them, just click out of it, exit it, or add a new one in. There's no holding you back. It's literally all there just for you guys, so you can add and remove as many times as you want, guys. So you're not locked in.
And guys, I know we have so many people on this call right now, and so many people have picked up on it, but I have a couple of people say, hey, I didn't get my question answered. There's a lot of questions coming up, and we're trying to get it as soon as possible. So if you're on the fence and we didn't get to your question, please answer your question again so that we can see it, because it's not that we're ignoring your question. There's so many coming up, we're missing some of them.
Yeah. And then, so Kevin says, Instamate 2.0 upgrade for free. Yes, you will get that upgrade for free, guys. So I can even add you in straight away to 2.0 if you'd rather. But I will ensure everyone here gets upgraded to 2.0 for free. I only decided that today, so you'll get that there now. So I'm just having a look at other questions here. Is there a guarantee? Now, this is something I'd like to actually really address as well. Guarantee. I'll guarantee you, if you actually follow my steps, implement what I just showed you, you are going to be building an audience within 24 hours of targeted traffic coming to your site. Now, if you're purchasing purely on refund guarantees, yes, everything in the world can have a refund guarantee, but I don't want people here to be picking this up thinking, I'm going to buy this to potentially refund. I want to work with people that are going, I'm going to buy this because I'm ready right now to make a change in my business and set up a different stream of income, a different stream of traffic that's completely automated. Once I set it up, it's done on the side, and I can start getting physical results, guys. I showed you the manual way. I showed you the automated way. If that makes sense to you guys, which it should, I would love you guys to jump in on this. And again, every Wednesday, as it says down here, I have free well, not free, if you're a part of my audience, you can jump into my webinar series where I'll constantly be working with you guys one-on-one personally in there. You'll see it's such a fun environment. I give away iPads, I give away money all the time. I always love to provide value through these here. So what I want to do quickly here, I said something at the start here, and whoever answers this correctly, I'm going to give away $100. I'm going to give you one more chance to pick this up here, and then we're going to move on from there to anything else you have. But I'll answer a few more questions quickly. Kim, if you message me afterwards, I can see what that's about. I can see how I can help you there. Craig, there is no 3-pay option on this, unfortunately. This is a one deal. It's a bundle together. You're saving, like I said, Instamate itself is over $497 for the funnel itself there, not including 2.0, not including anything like that, not including Insta Famous, not including the free month of Insta Easy. We're not offering a 3-pay for this one. So in saying that, we can't do that, but I highly suggest if you see this as being valuable, which I hope you do, you can jump into this because it does make sense. Anthony says, all I need is guidance for the first sale. 100%. So what I would always say, let me say this here. I said at the start of this webinar, money is a byproduct of what? Who can answer that question in the comments below? Money is a byproduct of what? Boom, David Kusky says it, value. So David, I'm going to send you my email. I'm going to give you $100 for listening very well at the start of this webinar. So there's $100 for you right there. I've sent you my email. Thank you for listening. But we've got some good follow-up. Carolyn, you have a second, I'm going to give you $50. So look. So there's $150 right there, purely for you guys paying attention earlier in this webinar. We had a lot of other people saying value, 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 which is really good to see. I appreciate that. So that's what I like to do randomly. So you'll be a part of my actual weekly webinars as well, where I will guide you on how to get that first sale, or where I will guide you on how to provide value, where I'll help you get over those hurdles here, guys. So that's why if you can jump in now, you're going to get access to everything here, which is a ridiculous deal. That's not going to be up for too long. So can you see any other questions, Jeremy or James, that you want to get answered?
I think we got them all, guys. If we didn't, reach out to us. We'll make sure we get your questions answered. A couple people have asked me, will there be a replay? I'm, of course, trying to record it, and I'm usually at about 70% success rate. So if we record it, I'll get it out to you. If you're on my list, which you should be, you'll get it.
For sure, for sure. So that sounds good. And then one other thing I was going to say, I says, what do you mean by direct messaging here? Kevin, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but you can, in Instamate 2.0, we've added the functionality that you can go in and actually direct message people, which means once you've got your followers, for example, let's go find it here. So you've got people following you, or you want to even just direct message people, so it goes into their Instagram inbox. I can say, hey Nick, I have your page. Let me know if you are interested in ABCD. Actually, I'm just going to send this anyway, even though he's going to be like, what the hell does this mean? I'm going to send that there. Done. And now I can go over to my inbox here, and it should be up the top here. Yeah, here. And I can have a conversation back and forth with him. So then, not only do I build followers with the Insta Easy, I can then direct message them inside of Instamate to continue that conversation on there. So that's what I meant by direct messaging in the tool itself.
And guys, this really just bottom line, it flat out works. I mean, that's why I've been using it and paying for it for month after month for a while now. And it, it really works if you just try it out. You get the free month of Insta Easy, which I think is just one of the best softwares on the planet. If you try it out for a month, I promise you, you're going to see some really good results with that. And if you keep putting good content out, which is really easy to do on Instagram, you're going to see results. You just will if you just go ahead and do it. And that's really all I can say, you know.
Now remember, Luke, this is how much behind how impressive this is. We're not just guaranteeing results. We're guaranteeing results within 24 hours. I mean, that's crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
so just know that this is
I
not
know that
something.
sounds crazy as well. But in saying that, I can show the proof here. The proof here, I hit start here, and I stopped it for a week or whatever, just to show you guys when I hit start, boom, it starts to grow and grow and grow. And it happens over and over and over and over again. That's why we have thousands of people in InstaEasy. We have over 12,000 people in Instamate, and I'm welcoming you to this party. It's literally a party inside there. It's just so much fun. Everyone's helping each other. Every niche imaginable. Shout out to other people in there. I'm giving you my influencer network, which I'll show you here again, where you can go in here, find jobs, find your influencers, manage them. If you have your own job you want influencers for, you can post a job in here. Everything's included here. You can find influencers in different niches, and so on
Because
and so
remember,
forth.
because I mean, one thing that's great about this, especially with the Famous, is that you can build up your following, guys, and you don't even necessarily have to have anything to sell. You can start selling shout outs
Yeah,
right there just because you now have. So the whole big premise of Trafficker is going out and getting people to. You're buying shout outs from them. Well, you could be someone that people buy from you, but these tools are making your following for you. So you have a
exactly.
ready-made business just for that. Plus, not only do you have a ready-made business for the different shout-out marketplaces that are there right now, but you're now going to get to be a part of this specific group.
Exactly
And
right.
that's just
And then
that's one example. I mean, that's just shout-outs, which I'm
exactly.
in love with. But there's so much more that you can do with this.
Exactly, and I'm excited to show everyone Instafamous because again, that was a fast action bonus. But I will extend this if you're sending the replay out then for people who do pick this up after the fact, as I know time zones can be different, especially me being here in Australia. Being normally my webinars are like 3, 4 a.m. and I look like a Smeagol from Lord of the Rings because I'm so tired trying to wake up. So this has been a good time. So I know people watching the replay. I will continue this offer on for you guys. Me, James and Jeremy will figure out a time when this is closing, but if you are on the fence, any last questions, let me know. I'm here to actually help you guys.
Luke, real quick, can you put up that link again, that default link, the smaller one, just in the Word document there?
Yeah, let me just switch this over. I'll give you guys one last chance to jump over. This is the link here, instamate.com/VIP bundle. This is the only time I've ever bundled this together, guys. Probably going to be the only time I will. This is something I got asked specifically to. I know James and Jeremy used this and they wanted this to be, that obviously are marketers, and I know this as well, that have your best interests at heart. And this is the complete package. You don't need anything else to make money with Instagram. You've got the Traffikar course, you've got Instamate, you've got InstaEasy. That's all you need, and you can actually set and forget it. You can set and forget it. I could show you guys video testimonials here if you wanted to over and over and over. I'm about to do a big update on my wall about them with a bunch of them as well. I'm getting ready for the 2.0 launch, which you all get upgraded to for free if you pick this up now. But it's at the end of the day, this is just getting people's results. It's been proven. It's been out for over a year. The upgrade hasn't been yet, though. Neither is Instafamous. But I'm just trying to go all out here because at the end of the day, what I love in my business is getting people success. That's the only reason I do what I do is now for other people. I've always been someone that's been a big giver. I've always been someone that doesn't mind going out of their way. I answer support tickets daily when I can. I reply to people in the Facebook group. I'm very approachable. I'm not some crazy guru type of person, right? I'm here to be your friend and help you with this journey, because I remember when I finally, and the only way I found this out was when I sold my car, when I finally put the steps together in A, B, C, D to finally see the end result, that's when my whole life changed. And I love to do that with people here with Instagram. And because it's such a good network to be on, not everyone's abused it yet like Facebook. I find Facebook marketing is a lot more diluted now than it used to be, obviously. This is the time. If you are ready to make a change, if you're ready to get excited, if you're even just ready, doing well already and wanting to add in a separate stream of income and traffic for free, then this is what you guys need to be in. This is, guys, what you need to do. I said to you before, you'll get results day one, and I'm really excited for you to see that, guys. So in saying that,
I'll pass this back over to James and Jeremy for a second, and I'll go through any of our last questions.
Yeah, again, Luke, thank you for your time, not only for this offer, but also the free training showing people how to do things manually. Instagram is hot, and I'm really, obviously we know that, if we're under 30, Instagram is the place to be, but I'm really excited for now in the future in terms of the quote unquote older crowd, if you want to call it that. I'm 41 now, but the 40 plus that's moving into Instagram like crazy. Now people can be at the precipice of that to get in right now and really take advantage of it. And the beautiful thing about this is that it is, in a sense, well, it's not in a sense, it is set and forget. You literally get it set up and then it works for you, and you keep building your following, and that's the thing, getting in front of those eyes, and that's where the eyes are at. The eyes, of course, are in some places like YouTube and Facebook, but there's literally, if you talk about views, billions of eyes on Instagram right now, so you can get noticed and you can see results.
Exactly right, and touching on that point as well, this is a point where I'm excited to share this with you again, because I remember when I think I was even in school when the domain boom came out, right? And then everyone was buying these crazy domains that are worth like tens of thousands of dollars, right? Then Google came, right? And Google Ads and SEO, that was pumping, and I was still too young to even be involved in that, and I didn't really understand it. Then Facebook ads came out just as I started to get to know about Facebook, but I didn't nail that part of my marketing until Facebook came and everyone was then a Facebook marketer. This is something that you can see it as well, like you just said, now is the best time to be involved with Instagram marketing, not just for yourself, but for local businesses. You can share this with people around you as well. This is where it's at now, and I can tell you in 6 months' time, a year time, you'll be like, wow, I'm so happy with the progress I've made, with the results I've got, how this platform has now become literally the go-to social platform. It already is the mobile social platform to go to. And now's a chance to jump in that. I would hate for you to miss out on that and go, crap, I missed out on that as well. I wish I had just done that one-time investment there, guys, for Instamate there, and that one time to order that monthly to get the Insta Easy going every single month with 3 accounts and get results. You'll see results and wish you had taken the plunge. So please, 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 if you're on the fence, jump in. I will be here to talk to you right now. I'm going to be hanging around after this anyway. I'm in the Facebook group, so I'm here to help you guys out. Everyone who picked up Insta Easy, and you would have your welcome. Pick this up. Insta Easy would have been delivered now. Instamate, we're going to add you in as a bulk email straight after this, because again, you get everything. There's no upsells. There's my cat. There's no upsells. Everything's included. I hate when you go into a product and it's like, here's upsell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're ensuring for Insta Easy and Instamate, none of that. All the bonuses, Instamate 2 upgrade, Insta Famous upgrade, 3 accounts for Insta Easy with a month free there. This is the biggest over delivery I've probably ever done here, so I hope you guys jump in. And in saying that, I thank you for your time, and if you do have any other questions, let me know. Sharon says, how do we help local businesses if we only have 3 accounts? Won't we need more? You can constantly add more accounts in. With Instamate 2, we're actually allowing more accounts to be added in there. And with Insta Easy, you can always add in more. You can just hit the add more button and chuck in more there if you need to as well. So.
And the thing is too, Sharon, if you're doing anything with local businesses, you can be charging them hundreds of dollars a month for a service like this. So don't let that 3 initial accounts be something that's an issue for you.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I saw here as well, Ian asked a good question. He says, inside of Insta Easy, we say we need 100 followers before enabling. Now that's just a recommendation, because you can, when you get started on Instagram, you can invite your friends straight away. You can invite your contacts to like your fan page. We just like to get a bit of a base started there as well, because it helps with that initial kick-starting of getting new followers on there as well. But otherwise, go ahead, post 10 high-value photos, put your hashtags in. Let me just see where we're up to on my actual...
And Ian, this is completely above board. I mean, everything is going through your IP address, so it's not like there's some kind of hack or black hat. I mean, it seems like that in a sense because it is so powerful, but it's literally using... It's like you're on your phone doing it. Think of it that way, except that you have a tool that's helping you with it. That's really what's going on here.
And you can see here that photo I posted earlier already has 21 likes, and it's still going to keep on going. People are commenting.
And you started that. You started that at the start of this talk. This is just from the start of the talk so far.
Yeah, so I started this talking. Some other photos have like 300 likes and whatnot. So that's when I started this talk, and that's Zelda, a random Nintendo game that I posted on my profile that doesn't really even relate to my audience too much, but looks like I have some, I guess being in internet marketing, I have some Nintendo fans here. And by the way, I did pre-order this video game. So, but yeah, I'll check that over here, and I appreciate everyone. I appreciate James and Jeremy for inviting me on here, because I always appreciate when, and I appreciate everyone who's on this actual webinar as well that's still here now, because, you know, when you go into webinars, it's often well, a lot of people just try to sell. That's why whenever I do anything, I'm always trying to show you guys the manual way to do things first, show you then how to automate the processes, show you the results, because at the end of the day, it's the results that actually matter. If you can't get shown results, then who cares? It doesn't matter. I want to show you guys that I'm the most transparent marketer, or I try to aim to be one of the transparent marketers in the industry. I'm always here for you guys. So after this, if you have questions, let me know on Facebook or on my Instagram. You can direct message me or comment on my picture of Zelda or whatever you want to do. But big thanks to James and Jeremy. Obviously, absolute monster marketers, and anything that they recommend to you guys and share with you guys, I would highly recommend jumping on, because, you know, they've been in this industry for some time, and the only reason they have been is because they are very transparent, they get results, and they're very honest people, and you guys are in very good hands of being here.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Again, you know, check this out, instamate.com/VIP bundle. This is only available to you that were on this call, for those that checked it out, this to get both of these products together, to have access to the version 2.0, which literally is not available to anyone else right now. And it's going to be a lot more expensive to jump on it later. So check it out, guys. We're about to close this call, so write down that link. Awesome. If you haven't picked it up yet, okay, instamate.com/VIP bundle. That's our specific link. You will not find this bundle anywhere else. It's just for you. So, exactly, guys, thanks to all those that purchased it already. You're going to love it. You're going to see results.
Thanks, Luke, and thanks for everybody that showed up.
Thanks, everybody.
See you soon. Bye.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Thank you.